So this is one way to do a camper conversion on a Jeep XJ Cherokee. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, and there's a lot of videos online about camper conversions for Jeeps, and a lot of them will be a lot better than this one and a lot nicer. But this is one way, so if you want to have a look at it, you can. So one thing you'll notice about this Jeep is the rear windows aren't actually windows, they're just steel plates. They were just cut out of car bonnets, but the reason they're like that is to stop getting the lights getting in. It is overkill. You could probably do it just by putting covers on the inside of the windows, but it's one way to do it. So the way that this Jeep is set up is as a single man camper, but with some room on the side so you can transport large things like engines and stuff, as I still use this car for work at the time. So it's got a bed set up in it, which is just plywood. I think it's 5-ply on some wooden beams on one side, and on the other side it's just got some metal brackets coming off the side of the car. It's put at the right height so you can put milk crates under it. And this, so you can store things underneath. So the way the bed's set up is you slide the seat forward and you put in this extra panel out of plywood, and that should make it long enough for a person who's 5'9½". If you're taller than that, you're probably going to want to remove the front seat because it only just fits me. Ideally, a better vehicle for a camper would be something like a Jeep XJ because they're a bit longer. And that's the bed setup. It's just a mattress out of a single man swag. It does the job pretty good. It is longer than it needs to be, but I just sit it on top of the header seat. When the curtain's put up, you don't get any light coming in from the rear of the vehicle. And at the front of the vehicle I like to put a sunshade up to keep the light from coming in the front, and some covers on the side windows of the front doors. So the way the curtains are held up on this Jeep, it's just a rope that goes from one side of the roof to the other, and you just slide a curtain on top of it. It's pretty simple. So what I do to keep the mosquitoes out is get a bit of fly mesh and you chuck it over the door so it sits in the gap around there, and then to hold it down you just get some of these magnets and you put them like that to hold the fly screen down so the mosquitoes don't fly up from underneath. I don't have the fly screen with me at the moment because it's broken. So underneath the bed is where I keep all the spare parts and camp stuff and stuff like that. I'm just going to put a list to what it is rather than going through it all because that's a lot nicer. And also, if you're wondering why does this car have no interior, it's been on a few river crossings where it hasn't made it out the other side, and the car's been underwater to the windows before multiple times, so there's really no interior that was worth keeping. One day I might make it nice again.